in terms of that is actually find somebody in the textbook market, and then if you'd be looking at like supplemental text or that kind of stuff. So those are generally like American School Publishers or somebody like that.
Because I find like a lot of, like, I do a lot of work with Stonewall Democrats and political groups, and a lot of, like, EQCA is pursuing a lot of legislation that's kind of analytical based. So more demographics for LGBT in the community through healthcare questionnaires, things like that. So kind of more analytical thinking about the issues and then how to solve them. So I'm thinking like kind of more nonfiction writing.
Well, there is a market, you know, some of that stuff that's coming through, even like Kenji Yoshimoto or Michelangelo. Yoshino, thank you. Or Michelangelo Signorelli. You know, they have these bigger books that have some analytical thinking, some critical thinking, and some statistical foundations to them. I think that, you know, that they have a market, but that's partly about, you know, banking on what's out there, and also on their names for, you know, having already done this.
Who was the other author? I know Michelangelo.
Kenji Yoshino, thank you. I don't know why I screw up his name all the time. It's Kenji.
Yoshino.
It's a great book.
Yeah,
The new one.
most recent one is about the Supreme Court case on Proposition 8.
And it's really about, and it's covering.
Yeah.
And it is in part.
Covering is the earlier one.
Covering's the earlier one.
Yeah.
And covering is a really great one because he's talking about, well, Michelangelo, that's true. Michelangelo refers to Kenji's a lot because they both have this you know, theory about how covering is like setting us back and why we need to stop it socially. Covering is basically like when we play the model gaze, because that gets us equal rights, you know? So we play the like we're just like you card, but then that leaves out, then it marginalizes a great deal of us, and what it does is it doesn't get us our full rights, it gets us our rights if we continue to follow within these like tiny framework. And that is probably a terrible explanation, but that's what I'm going to go with.
Succinct.